to move on to talking of Harry and Meghan, and they've got this Netflix deal, haven't they? And it's just been all over the papers, both here in America, abroad, international press, everything, saying they've been binned by Netflix, their popularity has plummeted and all that sort of stuff. Actually, it's coming to the end of the contract and no one actually knows what's happening, do they, Chris?
No, I mean, they signed a 5-year contract when they left the royal family, and that was to give Netflix content. Now, arguably, we're looking here at Love Meghan, which was a great success and talked about, but the contract will naturally come to an end at some point. The other content they provided, of course, was a very big talking point, which was that 6-part series about them leaving the royal family. That was hugely watched as well. So I don't think you can argue that Netflix hasn't got their money's worth out of these two. There's been an Invictus one as well, a one about polo. But, you know, the contract's going to come to an end. If they're in negotiations for what happens next, well, no one's going to talk about that, are they? It's to do with Netflix's own finances. It's to do with what Harry and Meghan do or do not want to do. So they're in contract negotiations. So we wait to find out what happens next.
I mean, we do know that as ever, there will be a second series with Love Meghan in the autumn. But Netflix have also partnered with As Ever. They're brand partners. So they do have that ongoing.
So it's financially in their interest for As Ever to be a huge success. As you were saying out in the newsroom earlier, you can't get hold of any of the products because they've all sold out. That sold out. That might be because they are, restricting the supply, as clever businesses sometimes do. But you can't argue that it's not being a great success for her at the moment.
And also, the reality is, when it comes to the press and the royals, there'll always be a section of the media who will make stories out of not very much and sources that have no connection to the royal family whatsoever.
Absolutely. Oh my golly, the amount of people who are pretending to be royal commentators or experts in the royal field, and I look at them and I think, have you ever actually met a member of the royal family or not? But yeah, absolutely.
But it sells papers in it, and it does well.
I was a bit worried you were going to say like these two. Never met a member of the royal family, don't know what they're talking about.
Never.
Luckily you didn't, but I was really expecting it to come.
So I was on social media as always, and I wanted to see what's going on. And a lot of people kept saying, you guys should go watch this podcast, the Talking Royals podcast. And I was like, what's going on? Because apparently they had a fair and positive analysis of Harry and Meghan in regards to the Netflix deal. And I went, and to be fair, I'll give it to them. That is what journalism is. Like literally, fairness. Don't be biased. That is all the UK media, these royalists, these commentators are supposed to do, to report on facts and to be fair, not taking sides. So I saw a lot of buzz around this because right now we know there are so many people. There's so much buzz around Harry and Meghan's Netflix deal, and the UK media has took it upon themselves to write just lies, to fabricate lies in order to sell papers. They're fabricating tons and tons and tons of lies about Harry and Meghan's Netflix deal, saying, they dumped them, or the Netflix has realized they made a bad investment on Harry and Meghan. And clearly, if you're a sane person, you can just see that is bullshit, that is a lie. There's no way Netflix invests with people or in people that are doomed to fail, that are failures. And I love how they've admitted to the fact that Harry and Meghan have done well with Netflix. They've also said that it was a 5-year contract. It's coming to an end. Like many contracts, it's coming to an end. But of course, the UK media is going to spin it and say something else other than, they've done their part, they've done their share. Like many contracts, like partnerships, it does come to an end. Hopefully there are discussions, there are talks of, a renewal or other projects. We do not know, so we're not going to speculate. But of course, given how Ted Sarandos has spoken so highly of Harry and Meghan, especially Meghan, he's such an avid fan of Meghan. So I know there's more to come. I'm confident and I believe that there's more to come. Another thing that really, really caught me off guard is the fact that they admitted that so many of these people, especially right now, you have tons of royal experts, royal commentators. Mind you, these people have never ever met members of the royal family. And most of them just jump on their wagon towards Harry and Meghan, just to, for 15 minutes of fame. They fabricate lies, and like that other royalist says, it's just, to drive clicks and for money. Most of them are not actual royal experts or royal commentators. And I love how they say they just write lies, that they fabricate stories to sell papers. I love that they admitted that. I love that they admitted that Harry and Meghan have done incredible well with Netflix. I mean, Netflix has had its money and they've done a good job. Look at the documentary did well. Meghan's Netflix show with Love Meghan did really good. We are waiting for season 2 that's coming out. And the best part, I love how they've acknowledged that Meghan's As Ever business is a huge success. And that's why I kept telling you guys, Netflix are not stupid, they're not dumb. They don't invest with people who they see as failures. They invest in potential, they invest in success. And Meghan is the epitome. Meghan embodies all those things: success, influence. So also right now, Meghan has been so quiet, and I think she's on vacation, having a good time, relaxing or working. We're happy. I miss her dearly. I know you guys miss her as well, because I've seen a lot of people on social media saying, Meghan, please come back. We miss you. Say something. But I'm telling you, it's going to be worth it, because I'm telling you, the next time she posts on Instagram, they're going to be pissed. And right now they're also pissed because they don't have they don't have money. Their leftover rolls are not good enough to sell their papers. And that's why they're flooding tons of articles of hate pieces towards Harry and Meghan. And also on top of that, they are doing that to bury the fact that their king was outed as a bully towards his gardening staff. And of course, you have the lazy Mumbles and Warwickshire on their 6th vacation, cruising on a yacht in Greece. So they're doing that. And who else to use as scapegoats? Meghan. Every day I see things like this happening. I'm so grateful that they left. And I'm so happy that they never ever want to set foot back to that toxic, racist institution. To be subjected to that amount of abuse, to be subjected to the harassment, bullying, racism. I am so glad Harry took his wife, his kids, took them somewhere safe. Right now they're really, really happy. They've healed. They're very successful. They're doing so much. The audacity of these clowns to even think that even if, let's say, Netflix deal comes to an end, they think they're going to be broke. Because of course right now they also have this narrative, they're going broke. Now that Netflix contract has ended, they're going broke. They have no idea of the concept of investing, saving. Meghan, I'm sure, she was a self-made millionaire before she married into the royal family. She had a side hustle before side hustles were a thing. She had a financial manager. They have a financial management team, so they're good, they're covered. The audacity to think that they only rely on money from Netflix is really, really stupid. Meghan has made so many investments. They're boosting the investment portfolio, and I love that we do not know. They're very private with their finances. Good. I am so happy that is the case. But I know our girl is set for life. With spare money, with Netflix, with As Ever, with so many projects, investments they've done that we don't even know about. Our girl is set for life. And I know also, in light of this deal coming, to an end, I'm sure there are other brands lined up to work for them, or other streaming platforms wanting to work with them, because they know they're a real deal. They know they're a real deal. Numbers don't lie. And I love how Meghan and Harry are moving in silence. Because when you move in silence, then people don't have anything to attack. And that's what the UK media hates. They hate that right now they're silent. They're doing everything within their power to provoke them in hopes that they are going to retaliate or say something. Or get their communications team to say something. But they've been awfully quiet. And the UK media hates that, because they don't know where to attack. So the only thing they can do right now is write and fabricate these Netflix stories that are not even selling, honestly. They're not selling because people can see right through the bullshit. Netflix is not kicking them. Netflix is not cutting ties. It was a 5-year contract. Like many other contracts, it has matured. It's run its course, and yeah, it's fine. That is totally okay. So it was really, really shocking to see these royalists have a fair and positive analysis of the Sussexes in regard to this Netflix frenzy, and these royal experts, these royal commentators constantly attacking Harry and Meghan when they have never met them. They've never met any member of the royal family, yet they think they know them well enough to comment. But at the end of the day, it's all about money. It's all about clicks, like that royalist said. So that's the story, guys. Let me know what you think in the comments. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm Erald, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.